Everyone supports equal pay for equal performance, and everyone is against gender-based wage discrimination. This has been the law for nearly 60 years. When I entered the workforce 30 years ago after college, wage discrimination was basically non-existent, thanks to the law and the simple recognition of the value of a diverse workforce. Companies then, as now, simply assigned a starting salary based upon the position and paid that wage to everyone that they hired, thereafter providing merit increases based on performance, unlike what happens in union shops and for government positions. But do my Democrat friends across the aisle base their staff salaries on gender? Or do they pay women less than men? Or do they set salaries based on market conditions, qualifications, and experience? Why do they assume less of private employers? We already have laws and protections that ensure fair pay, and companies must maintain documentation demonstrating non-discrimination in wages, performance evaluations, and merit increases. In fact, we're in a much stronger position today than we were 30, let alone 60 years ago. This legislation from the Democrat Party is just another attempt to insert themselves further into the workplace with a purported cure for a disease that doesn't exist. Democrats are dependent upon the perception of discrimination and victimhood to expand their base of power as they continue to divide us as a nation. Democrats also view employers, businesses, and job creators with disdain, believing that left to their own devices, they would seek to harm and exploit their employees. Not to worry, big government to the rescue, or more accurately, big Democrat government, laying on more control, more regulations, more mandates, all designed to enrich their trial lawyer friends and increase liability for employers. The Democrats will disingenuously cite statistics that indicate that there are discrepancies in income based on gender, but they won't specify discrepancies in pay for the same positions in the same industries because they don't exist. This bill adds more layers of burdensome and costly reporting requirements for businesses, estimated to cost about $600 million a year, costs which will be passed on to consumers in higher prices with no real benefit. The bill doesn't do anything to help women in the workplace, but it hurts employers, exposing them to greater liability, and enriches the trial lawyer donors to the Democrat Party. It allows the lawyers to litigate every decision an employer makes and to bankrupt small businesses by seeking unlimited monetary damages. It makes it impossible for employers to defend charges of gender-based discrimination when experience, qualification, or performance warrants higher pay. They would now need to prove that the determination is a business necessity. Leave it to politicians in Washington to think that they have the right to determine for employers what is a business necessity. Left to themselves, businesses and employers tend to get it right, but big government almost never gets it right, and this bill is no exception, and I urge